Okie dokie, here we go. Okay, so that was Don't Forget from Deltarune as reimagined by the people at Sivagunner. I'll put a link to that in the VOD description. I'm still not quite finished setting up actually because that was so short. So give me a second. And I guess I'll switch over. Yup. Why did I hear some weird version of Bad Apple? I don't know what you're talking about. That was just a high quality rip of a song from Deltarune. And so, yeah. Here we are, finally. I'm finally drawing former Best Girl Yera again. After 6 years. Wow. It's difficult to believe, really. I suppose I'll let the music play again. Gotta put this stupid glove on so I don't sweat all over my screen. Anyway, it's good to have you, everyone, so welcome. Oh, that's right. Did I don't think I enabled my ducker, and I don't know if it's going to work. It seems a bit fiddly. Should work. Okay. It's been too long, man. And this is a song that brings back some old memories as well. Oh yeah, of course, this is the one that was, you know, everyone assumed it was a Brony song because of who made it, but it turned out they're not like, fairly recently actually, I thought about it for 5 seconds and was like, oh, this is a Bioshock song. And it still got featured on the top 10 pony songs of the month back in the day, and they were like, okay, we won't argue. Anyway. Very relaxing music. Maybe not when it kicks up in a couple of minutes. Right, so right now I'm doing the line art. Did this sketch over the last few days and did some... Oh yes, Insanity and Pain, so relaxing. And yeah, because I had to update her design a bit after all this time. Right, I'm going to copy this actually. I want to scale it up a bit. Scale. Make sure that I have a nice resolution for this. That maybe? Yeah. Only the best resolution for my girl. I don't actually need this background anymore, that was just to help me with the colours. Yeah, I know that feels sometimes blue of I mean, in honesty, I kind of have the opposite problem where I have too much inspiration. Where I have more ideas than I know what to do with, but then I can't draw them physically. How's that looking? And if it's, if it's slightly off, then I can always try again. I can always scale up the line art after drawing it. Okay. Oop. Oh, no. Vector. I was just talking about it as well. Oh, you also have a lot of inspiration but can't draw, yeah. Is it a time thing or a motivation thing? I'm also not warmed up in the slightest. So this mini keyboard gets worse every day. Every time I use it, rather. I wish I could use it every day, but it's really inconsistent. You know, like every time I press Ctrl Z to undo the line I just drew, it rolls a random number between 0 and 2 and it undoes that many times. Usually 1, but sometimes it doesn't do anything, sometimes it does it twice, which is so annoying. Especially when I don't notice. And so it's like, oh great, you undid a line that I liked, now I've got to draw it again. Anyway. Yeah, you tell him, Cat. He's good at drawing. You know what I want to draw but can't put it on paper? Yeah. You know, one of the various things... I mean, even art is a battle in many ways. Not least of which, actually getting your hand to recreate the image that... You know, to channel that mental image through your head, like from your head, through your arm, through your hand, through the pen, out onto the paper or tablet screen. Well, I'm sorry if I make you feel jealous. I was that a few years ago. Yes, even when you knew me, I was still feeling like just looking at other people's art constantly and being like, man, yes, it's rubbish, but I got over it eventually. I was just thinking, like, how recently I've been happy with pretty much everything I draw. Ooh, another brony one. Well, this one actually is a brony one, but...
With no darkness
Oh,
around,
I got distracted by nostalgia.
no dreams, no thoughts, but just
Ooh,
a pure
I think that's the right line thickness.
A pure love that knows no limits, that knows no boundaries. It is there,
That was a good curve.
you feel it,
I just don't feel good enough from comparing myself to people like you. Nah, it's... I know you probably know that it's not good to compare yourself to other people, but I also know that it's hard to not do that. Only compare yourself to yourself, and only compare yourself to... Don't compare yourself to what you managed to draw yesterday. Compare yourself to what you managed to draw last year. Then you'll see the improvement. Now I was looking through my quote-unquote fan art folder, and I found an old one that you drew for me of Fuzi and Zinza, and I was like, yeah, he's improved a lot since then. Nah, you don't. You don't suck. Took me years to get like this.
Come take a sip. Where would we go? Anywhere
You know, I was never particularly disciplined about learning. And so I'm on the way to 30. Let's not sugarcoat it. And I'm finally in a position where I feel like I can, you know, put myself on a professional level to the extent where I open commissions. But I still... Oh, that was the wrong tool. I still feel like, nah, I'm not on a professional level. Because it's true. But I know I'm going to get debate on that, but... I'm good within my niche, I'll admit that much. So, you know. If you want pretty scalies, then hey, I'm right, that's right up my alley, but ask me to draw a complex scene or anything like that, and no. This is massive, what on earth? Okay, it's not, I don't think it's an issue that I wasn't so warmed up. With line art is always the most mindless part, so it requires the least involvement. You know, I'm kind of just tracing what I already did. I know some people are much looser with their sketches, but I have to pretty much finalise in my head where everything is going to go first. Which is why it takes me so long even to just do the sketch. Yeah, do it, draw something. Do a draw along. Bum. Stupid, it rolled a random number and it got 0 that time. Oh, also, hey Nif. Oh yeah, true. Sorry. I'm sorry. Glorious PC Master Race. I always forget that it's not that simple for everyone. I left 2 lines here. That's a bit annoying. Why am I doing so many good lines on the first try? That's weird. That was not great, actually. Yeah. Oh, you can put YouTube in pop-up. Okay. Yeah, this is a really good remix. It's one of the best ones I've heard. There's quite a few of them in the playlist, actually, but I love the way the bass sounds in that one part. I think I commented on it saying that it's worked better than it has any right to. And of course we've got this modern classic OST in here as well. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Don't know what to draw, huh? You finally got it open and now you don't even know. I'm afraid my mind is just full of Vera at the moment. I've got to finish her off quick before I get before I hyperfixate on something else, basically. I really don't get how I have these OCs, I just love them, but then I never actually draw them. It doesn't make any sense. I just get excited by the new one, I guess. You know, Franny got a whole ref sheet, whereas plenty of my guys from the last few years haven't even had a single full drawing. And I was so determined in 2022 that I would finally draw Esther, and I was so determined in 2023 that I would finally draw Esther. I actually have got an idea for a pose this time, but finally, but I've got like 6 more things which I kind of just need to draw this year. With commissions and video thumbnails. Oh, this is a bop though. And oh man, what was it that I wanted to do? I should write a list of the things that I want to draw, but whenever I do that, I just end up with this list sitting there for years, and I'm like, oh, I did want to draw that at some point. Oh well, I don't anymore. It's not perfect. Acceptable. I was actually about to say, draw something Pizza Tower related, but I know you don't like Pizza Tower, so something pizza related at the very least. That's fine. I thought you just said earlier that you did have ideas, but you just couldn't draw them. Or was that a thing of confidence then? Draw a dragon? True. Or a rabbit? True. Draw a dragon eating pizza, haha. Oh wait, that's infringing on my trademark. Ooh, hello. You do have ideas, but when you don't have a desire to draw, well, just write them down. Unless, you know, the desire goes away and then you don't feel like drawing that thing anymore. That happens to me all the time. I almost, like, I was kind of hyperfixating on Yura recently, and I was like, maybe I'll draw her, but then I was working on other things at the time. So I very nearly didn't draw her at all, but then I basically forced myself to start thinking about her again, because like, it's been jolly well long enough. Thank you very much. Right, time to work on that beautiful face of hers. Yeah, I think I want to put a bit more curve. Right there. Right there. Man, I hate being a perfectionist sometimes. Oh, bingle bongles. Yes, there you go. Oh my goodness, this one. Yeah, I know. It's that staring at the blank piece of paper effect. Well, just don't worry about it then. Don't pressure yourself. That is too big. Oh man. The other day I posted about it in the Discord. I was literally the "it's beautiful, I've looked at this for 5 hours now" meme. Just staring at her pretty face. Honestly. Imagine simping for your own drawing. Could not be me, SMH. I always think this one is the Beatles at first, but it's actually Undertale. I think there is another one that is the Beatles, though. That's why I get mixed up. It was Mario music. Yeah. And it's a remix to be... Actually, I don't remember what theme that is from Undertale. there's another one that's... I think there's another rip of that song, which is a lesser-known Beatles song called Good Night. And the beginning sounds quite similar. Which makes sense now to think about it, you know. Piranha Plant Lullaby. It's okay, Blue, you don't have to. Yeah, you're not the one doing it for an audience right now. I want to see if I can improve the expression just a little bit. When I was doing those practice sketches of her the other day, well, I actually only showed one of those in Town, but I kept having this problem. I was trying to make her look melancholy, and she just looked bored. I always thought I was good at facial expressions, but that's like the rest of my skill at everything else is kind of caught up to that now. So some of those intricacies are hard to capture. Bob, are you serious? Fine, have it your way. Oh, it's part of that line. Dear. I knew that was too much. Excuse me. That's better. So I'm gonna like see if I can change the eyebrow a little bit. Maybe the position of her pupil. I don't know. Like, I just work here. It's not like I'm an artist or anything. Why would I know these things? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure exactly what emotion I'm going for. Maybe, yeah, just melancholy, I suppose. That's very her. Oh, you have an idea? Oh. Well, now you've said it, now you have to deliver. I'm kidding. I don't feel any pressure whatsoever. It's hard to judge when it's not coloured in, so I'll colour it in. I wish fill up to vector path, you know, filled right up to the vector path and didn't leave these scummy little bits. Whenever the line is about a pixel thick or less, then it doesn't work. I'm gonna... Lots of humming tonight. Oh, look at her. I mean, I don't know if anyone else even... I don't know, there's just something so specific about her. It's, sometimes I wonder if it's really just me who has that special feeling about her. Oh, this one's the Beatles though, haha! Sorry about that clicking sound, that was my fingers. They both did it at the same time. Unless that didn't even come out on the mic. Yeah, I'm not really aimed towards the mic, am I? That's a bit better. Okay. I haven't taken a single sip of water. Very, very focused tonight. Okay. Love me some Commodore 64 tunes. It is amazing what you can do with only 3 sound channels. Excuse me. This way. I have a captive audience. Ha! You're forced to listen to all those chiptunes that I keep posting in the music channel. You can't just ignore them now. It's a dumb idea that I have. I feel it can only go wrong. Well, you won't know unless you try. I think that's the most encouraging thing I can say. You'd be surprised what you can do sometimes. You know, there's nothing quite like the feeling of sitting back and going, I drew that? Wow. So you never know if you don't try. Yes. Dear. Excuse me. C64 composers truly were/are the heroes we need, but didn't/don't deserve. Yes. It was a little difficult to read because that stupid emoji thing that's in the way. Right, no, oh no, the whiskers. That's going to be difficult. Well, might as well get them out of the way then. Oh no, I've got to... Okay. No sense prevaricating about the bush. Yeah, looking at chiptunes recently, like actual chiptunes and not just, oh, I opened up FL Studio and set the main instrument to a square wave. Really, it's really, I don't know, it kind of demystifies a lot of, like, wow, how did they do that on this sound chip? But it kind of makes it more impressive at the same time. Like, I watched that video of Northern Lion being mesmerized by, like, discovering Tim Follin for the first time, holding up his own stream. I watched that like 3 times, I think, because I get a kick out of people going, "What? You can do that?" And as a perfect example, the Plock soundtrack. I mean, it sounds amazing for the console, pretty self-evidently. But then it becomes even more impressive when you dig deeper and you find out that the console had 8 sound channels and he only used 5 of them for the entire thing, and yet it still sounds amazing. That's the biggest flex that nobody would even know for years to come. You don't feel confident enough? No. Well, I can't force you. And I would never dream of forcing you, but... What was it, out of curiosity? If you're not going to do it. Close enough. No, it's not close enough. I demand perfection. Well, okay, I just did it first try, apparently. That was weird. I was staring in disbelief for a second. Push off. Gasp, another Beatles one. I'm shaking and crying right now. Lynn would never put that on his playlist. Why did I give her whiskers? I knew they were going to be annoying to draw. Part of the motivation between some of the new updates to her design was that, well, if she's going to be my favourite or second favourite, then she should have all my favourite character design tropes, which is why she's got the obligatory glove and sock markings now. You're not going to tell us what it was, Blue? But, yeah. Whiskers, wings. Love wings, hate drawing them. They're also a logistical nightmare. just thinking about, you know, living with them. I mean, a tail would be bad enough for, like, just sitting in a chair, but imagine wings as well. You just wouldn't be able to use a car at all. Which, I suppose, when you've got wings, it's not so bad. Blue, are you still there? I am live right now. Oh, okay. Done. Yes. Yes, that is good. I suppose since the angle is different. Actually, yeah, the shape is better on this one. Or is it? I didn't notice they were so different before. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. Oh no, that's it should be on a different layer. I forgot. Right, yeah, yes. Is anyone still there? Okay, good to know. Blue! I asked what the idea was. I mean, you don't have to tell us, but I will... So, oh, you're still trying to think. Okay. That's right, I just remembered. So I think what I'm going to do for this, for the VOD of this, is I'm going to start putting my live stream archives on a separate video, a separate channel. It's what the big channels do. I thought I've kind of felt like it wasn't worth it before, but oh, it's this one. But I think it would be worth, you know, like in preparation for if it does take off a bit, because I've got some ideas which could take off. I don't know, but even if they don't, then I think I would like to, because like I face this annoying dilemma with when I like, do I leave them unlisted? Do I make them unlisted when I post a highlights version, or what? So I think it would, especially with the highlights of the Frenny stream. Yeah, which that's pretty much finished, but I'll post that after after I finish White 2, I think. Yeah, I think it helps declutter the channel, so you can't concentrate on what I'm saying because the song is fun. I like this one. If you don't know what it is, it's Stand By Me, which is a classic song, and I believe there is a cover version of it in Final Fantasy 15 of all things. But it's not important for you to know anyway, I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, should be thinner. Boy, I've been live for nearly an hour already. The time always flies. Okay. So you want to do an anthrofish, is that what you mean? In which case, I wouldn't blame you for giving up on that. Even I would find that hard. You know, why do you think the typical furry shark design doesn't look anything like an actual shark? The idea sounds cool in your head? Okay. I think that's about as good as we're going to get them then. Oh dear, sorry. Try and select that. A bit like there. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yes, that's right. I should actually finish Hylics at some point. All those years I didn't even play it, and then I finally do, and then I just put it down for, I don't know, when did I play it? December? Oh, I've got it open right here, November. First stream of 2024, and it's nothing to do with anything that I had outstanding still. Right, now we're finally going onto the body. Oh, what a body. Why did I even say that? A Chinese dragon. I'll go for it. The reason I gave Yura here whiskers and stuff is because, because with the new law changes, she's half Chinese. What's a Chinese dragon? Well, it's a dragon, right? but from China, you see. In all seriousness, they're the ones which are, they have a very serpent-like body, and they're sometimes scaly, sometimes furry, and they tend to have a flowing mane and like bird feet. Honestly, my dragon who's full Chinese, who is Yera's dad, I could have made him a bit more like an Eastern dragon, if I'm being honest. But I don't want him to look like a different species. This is quite an unusual drawing for me in the sense that I'm actually completely happy with how pretty much everything looks. Normally, like I said, I'm almost always happy with the drawing overall, but usually there's some aspect where I was like, yeah, I kind of cheesed that. I didn't really put in the effort. Could have been better, you know. Excuse me, but this time, unless I do a lazy background, then this one, I'm happy with the whole thing, really. Try it when the stream's over. Okay, fair enough. Whoops. Sometimes you need to not have those distractions. Hi, welcome to the stream. It helped that I had a dedicated photo reference for this one and I wasn't cobbling it together out of body parts from various photos. I had one anatomy reference, which was this entire pose, except for this arm and this hand. And oh, what do you know? I ended up having to take a photo of my own blooming hand because I couldn't draw it properly. Actually, let me expose my shame. How many of these failed hand attempts? What even is this one? Oh my goodness. I actually don't know what this one is at all. Maybe it's empty. Oh, they're all behind that. Yeah, there we go. And there's another one. And there's another one. And there's another one. There's another one. Oh my goodness. It took me that many failed attempts at drawing hands? Seriously? I don't remember which order these were all in. Not that I suppose it helps much. But yeah, they were all just so flat, and they all were with reference as well. Oh, right, actually, no. This one was the one I drew based on using my own hand as reference, and then I modified it to fit the pose. It was slightly better. Oh my goodness, it was so annoying. No. I feel like I've been getting good at drawing hands, then something like that happens. Oh yeah. I actually haven't finished this side yet. Oop. Yeah, looking up poses. I mean, you could try just looking up action poses in general. I mean, I don't know what kind of dynamic pose you're looking for there, but that could help. Like, if there's one thing that Pinterest is good for, then it's for looking up anatomy reference. Oh, I was recommended a name, or, well, to be honest, it was somebody else who was being recommended a name, and I just eavesdropped and was like, ooh, and I looked it up myself. But I can't remember what the name was. And I haven't actually... La Lunatique. It's French, I believe, and she's on DeviantArt, actually. And the person was saying that she has a lot of pose things. Yeah, lots of pose references. So I guess you could... I'm scrolling through it now, and it's looking like there's some good poses here. Wow, I should download some of these. So that's La Lunatique, Lunatique on DeviantArt. If that helps. Oh, that's what it is, my goodness. This one's a bit scummy. I'm always so particular about the way the chest should look. Just a little bit of squish. Just a little bit of squish. Deltarune's OST is fire? Sure is. Sure is. I haven't really... Maybe I sat down and listened to it once? I don't remember. Undertale many times, yes, but I don't know about Deltarune. I definitely debated putting a belly button on her, being a dragon and all. I'm pretty sure in the last time I gave her a proper drawing, then there wasn't one. Well, I don't know. I think I just like tummies too much. Deltarune greater than Undertale. Is that the soundtrack or the game itself? Or both? Oh, this one, okay. Both, yeah. Well then. wash off.
Come with me and you'll be in love.
Heard this in a FNAF fan animation of all places. I was like, wow, this is a really good cover. It doesn't seem to be in the YouTube's copyright system, so...
We'll begin with the spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
When you first heard Welcome to the City, your mind was blown. Oh yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to draw. I want to draw Susie, don't I? For the for a waifu tier list thumbnail. Which, it's still happening, still happening. It's just I have other videos as well to finish. Something that was holding that one up as well was that I was going to like put various OSTs for the background music instead of the RimWorld OST, which had been playing while I was actually doing the stream. But that was going to be way more effort than it was worth, I realised, and it was discouraging me from doing the video, from finishing it. And then I was like, well, the RimWorld OST is honestly a great fit anyway, so I'll just leave that. So that's the plan now. She is... OMG, cannot wait to see your Susie. She is one of the reasons why Deltarune is better. Oh. I like her too. Didn't I put her in hot tier? I think I did. Oh yeah, of course I did. That's why she's going to be in the thumbnail. Beautiful wither out eyes or tail. Yes, I think I would definitely add a tail. Just say, oh yeah, actually, doesn't she canonically have a tail? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this belly detail. I guess I'll look through my reference photos later and see. Yeah, excuse me. Oh my goodness. This classic meme. Now, that one hasn't played on stream before. I'm not sure if that one is in the copyright system or not, because that's one of those people who made something viral and is very proud of it. So it might get claimed. I don't know. If it does, then it'll be very easy to edit it out, but... Well, would you be okay with DMing me about it? Because, you know, I could... Well, I mean, I hope I could help figure out your idea. I understand if that's, you know, spoilerinos, so you wouldn't want to. I would gladly have a look at that for you. I never really thought that I would become, like, an informal art teacher to people on the internet, but here we are. It's just sort of happened. Okay, cool. Because I kind of don't have enough of an ego to consider myself an authority or anything. I mean, I have more of an ego now, I think, because of actually being really happy with my recent work, but I still got a long way to go. And what was the analogy I came up with the other day? Yeah, it was when someone was experiencing art block, and I imagined that the artistic journey is like an endless staircase with steps that are 5 feet high. So you're always slowly climbing it, and there are times when you're just trying to get over that step and you just can't do it, but then when you finally do it, you feel on top of the world until you try climbing the next one. But it's, you know, oh my goodness. But it's, you know, each step is a nice place to live. You don't need to go any higher, but you probably will want to go higher still because you have a taste for it, because you have that drive to improve. And that's really what it's all about. The best teachers are the ones who can put their egos to the side. I suppose so. I just like helping people, you know. Yeah. I mean, if there's one thing I am even the slight authority on, it's this. You know, art. Unless you need Doctor Who trivia. Or Godzilla trivia. Or Pokemon trivia. You get the idea. But Doctor Who especially. Actually, maybe Pokemon especially. But in both cases, I don't... It's not like I have the full picture because I don't engage with all the spin-off media. With Pokemon, it's just mainline games for me. Thank you very much. And with Doctor Who, it's just Doctor Who itself. Thank you very much. Not the spin-offs. Not the weirdly adult 90s novels. None of that. Oh, it's been ages since I've heard this one. Pokemon trivia, yes. You need weirdly specific yet totally useless information about Pokemon, which would only be useful if you were playing a Pokemon game. Then I would be your man. Like how Tackle used to be 35 power and 95 accuracy until Gen 5 when it was buffed to 50 power and 100 accuracy. Then in Gen 7 it was nerfed again to 40 power and 100 accuracy. Like, that's barely even useful to me when I actually play Pokemon. Because it's blooming Tackle, so who cares? Yeah, it's a great feeling being able to, you know, help enlighten someone. Okay, so has anyone here seen those videos about the weirdly complicated stuff in Pokemon? And I think that's verbatim what the first video is called. And then he did one about Pokeblocks because that was too much of a subject on its own. Mirage Island from Gen 3 is the most absurd thing to ever exist. And yet, oh, the Azure Flute was too complicated. Yes, thank you, Masuda. Oh dear, we have got some spicy takes about Palworld, I see. I will never play Palworld. It doesn't look appealing to me. I don't have anything against it, but it does bug me as an artist how blatantly plagiarizing some of those designs are. And people go, oh, well, it's not... I don't know what they actually say, I can't be bothered to remember, but... It's not a case of, oh, well, it's perfectly legal, you know, Nintendo won't sue them, they can't, they don't have any grounds to it, so it's perfectly fine. I can still be bothered by how blatant it is, it still feels gross. Like I was commenting on Know Your Meme about it because it was a big topic of discussion on there, and somebody said, you know, not everything has to be completely original, right? And I'm like, I'm a creator myself. Yes, I do know that, actually. Like, oh, I'm sure no one has ever drawn a pretty Dragoness wearing thigh highs before. Yes, I'm the first person to ever think of that. I came up with all of my art knowledge myself. I didn't look at any tips or any tutorials ever. You know, I was definitely not strongly influenced by some things I like in the way I draw things. Of course you need... but yeah. It just bugs me on principle that so many pals are blatantly 2 or 3 Pokemon mashed together. Like, I really like that I think it's called Lee's Punk. Even though it's blatantly the same concept as Scrafty with Toxtricity's colour scheme. Blatantly. Anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course you play Ark, so of course you like it. Yeah. No, that's fair enough then. Yeah, if the game's fun, then the game's fun. It just bugs me how it's blatantly, you know, that very Newgrounds in a Newgrounds brackets derogatory. Oh, what if Pokemon was really adult and violent? How their Salazzle, oh my goodness, you thought an actual Salazzle was horny. Good grief. And it is blatantly Salazzle is the thing. It's just different colours and has slightly different details. Oh yeah, that's very true, Blue. That's one of the reasons why it bugs me so much. I forgot actually, because they don't match the art style at all. The world is pretty realistic, but then the Pokepals are they're just Pokemon. They have the same art style as Pokemon. So when they when they cheerfully recycle design elements from specific Pokemon, then it's really obvious because they're intentionally making them look the same. So they clearly want to be compared to Pokemon. And in some ways, you know, it's a really inspiring success story where they didn't really know how to program at all, and it just sort of magically came together. Meanwhile, you know, so they're embarrassing Game Freak and the Pokemon Company by doing that. And then the game becomes super popular and everyone's talking about it. But some of it just rubs me the wrong way. How what they were intentionally going for was, excuse me, riffing on Pokemon. That blue ferret, yeah. Goodness me, you guys have been chatting a lot while I've been talking to myself. I look up and there's 8 new messages. Yeah. I like the ferret, Chillet or whatever it's called. Although, again, it is clearly blatantly inspired by Furret. It's just a different colour. It's Furret but ice type. It's a lowland Furret. And yeah, when they say it shows how much Legends Arceus actually sucks. I mean, Legends Arceus wasn't entirely my cup of tea. I still want to go back and finish it someday. Because I did enjoy what was there. It was just they put so much they were clearly putting so much more effort into that than they did into Sword and Shield. So that alone made it more interesting. Oh yeah, and well, the AI controversy is a different thing for Palworld because okay, this is just quiet. Yeah, because I don't think there was any AI used in Palworld, probably because the original trailer came out in 2021. And like what AI tools were around then, like that Nokemon thing, I think, which would make abominations which vaguely resemble Pokemon. But with Palworld, it's definitely a lot more intentional. There's too much intent behind the recycling for me to blame it on AI, I think. But then the dev was like they made a Mogus-like, a Sus-like, which was about sussing out which image was AI generated or something. I never really looked into what the actual gameplay was, but it used AI art in some way. What actually bugs me about their practices is that, what was their previous game? I think it was Craftopia that they basically abandoned it in early access and they've just moved on to Palworld because that's their golden goose now. And it just makes it doesn't reflect well on them for basically abandoning that game. Because like it's not going to be, it's obviously not going to be as big an earner as Palworld, so on some level it's understandable, but also, well, I forgot the point I was about to make. Oh well. Why is this still in the playlist anyway? It sounds cool, but it's not like playlist material, I don't think. I'm going to remove it. Zoink. There we go. That's the first and last time it'll be heard on my stream, I think. Right, let's... Yeah, the sock... push off! The sock lines weren't quite right. Yes. Centaur Sewer Legend, Centaur Armor Rouge. That barely scratches the surface, let's be honest. I mean, when you boot up the game and the first thing you see is Jiggly Meowth and Discount Wooloo. They're two of the most blatant ones and they're the first ones you see. Maybe that's the point. Yeah, what a part to be zoomed in all the way on. Yes, anyway. Actually, I haven't... Oh, I did draw the hand. I completely forgot. Wow. I've been so far in the zone. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's not really a Pokemon clone in a traditional sense. Like, those are all... You know, they mimic the gameplay of Pokemon with a similar art style. But it's... Pal World, yeah. It's Breath of the Wild crossed with Ark. And it's just the monster designs and the art style they're in, which is actually Pokemon-like. Otherwise, I mean, what even is Pokemon-like about it? The fact that they have trainers, but that's in Ark as well. And the fact that you catch them in spheres, yes. Have you seen the worst one? It's literally just Cinderace. I might have done. That does sound familiar. And then there's that one which is clearly Electabuzz. And many others. Even the ones that do look good, like Lavender and Leespunk, they are clearly ripped off from Pokemon. And it's just an inescapable truth. Like, you can't look at all of them and tell me that they're all a coincidence. Whatever, if it's legal, then it's legal, and I'll just have a distaste for it rather than, you know, it's wrong on a moral level, if anything. Pokeballs, Palspheres, yeah. I mean, yeah, Digimon isn't a clone either. I can't speak on Monster Rancher's behalf, I don't really know anything about that. This is definitely still loud. Oh, I really should have sketched what the feet would be like in socks, because now I've got to improvise. Oh, I have a reference image that I was going to use. I mean, I'm hesitant to Google feet in socks because I know. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not all fetish material. Good. Yeah, there's not really much definition in the toes at all. Oh boy, except for those weird ones which do have individual toes. World of Final Fantasy is more of a Pokemon clone, yeah. I heard that Digimon World was a bit Pokemon-esque, and I considered playing them, particularly Digimon World 3. Oh, fiddlesticks. Yes, right. Always leave it on the wrong mode. Yeah, in the pose reference, the lady was like she just had her foot underneath her leg like this, and I thought, well, that makes it more interesting than just having the foot just sort of there. So, but of course, that's difficult when she doesn't have human feet. Kira doesn't, so I've got to do that from imagination now. This one. Oh, National Park, of course. What a great song. Yeah, okay, so I think I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to redraw this, basically. I wonder if I'm going to get any weird comments about her feet this time. Hoo-hee, hoo-hoo. Last time I had that person called Paw Hunter. I wish you would have made his socks open-toed. I wanted to see his paws. Where to even begin? Yeah, so I guess they are different to each other then. So which one is the more Pokemon-like out of the series? I think I've heard differing opinions on whether Digimon World 3 is really that Pokemon-like. Is that too much definition in the toes? I mean, it's my job to stress out about this, I guess. Oh yes, and I want to have a tail should be, yeah, this was going to be the underside of a tail, but then I moved the foot, so I think I'm going to need to put it like there. Yeah, well that's the thing, isn't it? It's Pokemon with guns, that's the selling point. That's why it took off so much, because it's such an attention-grabbing concept. Oh dear, the tail now as well. Tails are a bit less annoying to draw than wings and whiskers, but still got all those long, smooth curves. For a long time, tails were in my top 3 hardest things to draw. Or top 4 actually, behind hands, feet and boobs. Well, nice. And I've obviously gotten better at all 4 of those since... when was it? 2017 when that was my list? But yeah, the taper on reptilian tails particularly. That was such a annoying thing for me to get right, but now it's fine. Golden Bennett, or is it? Maybe I should, put more care into the line instead of just swooshing it and hoping it works. That's good enough. Yeah. And isn't Digimon World 4 like really bad or something? I feel like that's what I heard. It's definitely the weakest of them. Quivern. Oh, which one's that again? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Which is basically... excuse me. Which is basically a cross between Dragonite and Reshiram. They took Reshiram's general body shape and a lot of its design elements, and then stuck Dragonite's vibes on top of it, basically. So it's a nice design. It's just obviously derivative. And like that's another one where I wouldn't say, oh, that's clearly, but unless, unless the general trend didn't clearly indicate that they are ripping off Pokemon with so many of them. Wait, did they really not put any Minecraft music in Smash? Cheapskates. Oop. I thought Square was bad for only allowing them to use 2 songs. Excuse me. Why am I so gassy? What on earth? Have you played Digimon Cyber Sleuth? I've heard, well, I don't really remember if I've even heard good things about that one. But it's one that I've had the smallest amount of interest in, enough for me to look at it. Spin-off soundtracks. Spin-off soundtracks? Like, what, Minecraft spin-offs? Like Minecraft Dungeons? Is that what you mean? Yes. Yes. Oh yes, Peeper Steak, my favourite. Not played it, but you've heard wonderful things about it. Well, there you go then. Oh, because regular Minecraft music isn't fighting music. I mean, if that... they could use some imagination. I mean, you can turn a song into pretty much any tone or mood you want by remixing it. You know, if you know what you're doing. Not that I would, but... Digimon Survive, which is the one that's a visual novel. Oh no, I've drawn that wrong. Nuts. Yeah, I've drawn her kneecap like 2 inches too high. Ugh. Push off! It's gotta be so fiddly. There. Yeah, it's definitely better. And yep, move all this. What? What? Another Beatles one? That's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, true, they've got Pikmin and Animal Crossing music as well. Yeah, that one confused me because it was... I heard that it had some backlash from fans and I looked at it and it was like, well, yeah. Why would they make a game that was like this? Because it's a visual novel first and tactical RPG second. So like... But I thought the whole point of a visual novel was that it wasn't a game. That it was an interactive story. And like, surely someone who likes visual novels isn't going to like... You know... They're not gonna like suddenly, I'm playing a video game now, And similarly, someone who wants a Digimon game isn't gonna want to have to slog through hours of dialogue to get to the combat. As an outsider, it seemed like a very odd decision. Oh, and I want to see. Next order seems like Digimon World. Yes, that's what it was called. What is wrong with me? Yeah, the one we were just talking about earlier. Wow, funny that. What? What? Another Beatles one? No, surely not. If there's one thing in the drawing that I have fudged, it's this foot. But don't tell anyone. So I did receive good reviews. Yeah, I don't have any special interest in Digimon. Oh yeah, that's right though, I did watch Digimon Adventure. Or, you know, the first 40 episodes of it before I got tired of the filler. Which is pretty much how it always goes with me when I try watching an anime. You know, British brevity and all that. We have 6 episodes per series. Oh my goodness. Neither of these lines are interacting with that one. It just goes right between them. Right between them. Ugh. Yes!
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Get your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam.
Get out of here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Finally. That doesn't look right. You know, as if anyone else is going to be looking at this in as much detail as I am right now. As if there is any logic to being a perfectionist anyway. Am I right? Oh, 4 songs from Minecraft Legacy Console Edition. I didn't know the old console versions even had different music. Really? I thought they were just like... I thought the only special thing about them was that they were kind of approximations of Minecraft. You know, in the pre-Bedrock days, it was just their best attempt at an engine that played like Java version, but with its own quirks. But I didn't realise they had different music as well. I didn't even know what Minecraft Earth is, to be honest. Oh yes, because I was about to say, I've never had much interest in Minecraft. But then I saw that Godzilla DLC the other day and I was like, whoa! It's got all the kaiju in it. Honestly, if there was one thing that would make me play Minecraft, it would be that. Obviously. But I don't think it's worth me like making an account and everything, downloading it, and also playing it. I've got other things to be doing. Because I have such a packed schedule, you guys.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Get your chance.
Excuse me, again. Okay. Oh, yes, of course. Oh. I did remove all of these from the playlist because they weren't really adding anything, but this is, I haven't updated it on this, playlist randomizer site. I'll just skip it. Oh, there is more Pokemon-like then. Well, fair enough. That was what I heard, but I haven't really seen much from it, you know. It was one of those games which I put on my maybe play it for a video list years ago, and then I just never did. But maybe now that I am thinking of branching out a bit more, maybe it's possible. Of course, that's what it is. Smash. Oh boy, nearly 2 hours now. Oh, eat pant. Eat sock. Oh! Right. This is Smash music, right? I feel like it is. I can't remember which Smash game it is, though. Maybe it's Brawl? In some ways, it's almost a shame on drawing socks on her because of all the detail I put into the legs and stuff, but... And, you know, because part of the reason I picked this pose in the first place was because it would give a really nice view of all her new markings and stuff. And the scoots on her foot. But, I mean, it's... Considering it used to be a pretty much yearly tradition that I would draw Vera and thigh highs, and then I didn't do it for 6 years, like, at this point, it's got to be the law that when I draw her again, like, finally, then I have to put socks on her, because... You know, imagine... Is this... Oh my goodness, it's the Fool on the Hill again. Or is it? I don't know. It just looks like her claws have been shorn off, excuse me. I forgot my English there for a second. Oh, now it's Golden Slumbers. Right, a different Beatles one. I think. Okay, that was Brawl. Good. I haven't looked up in like 5 minutes. Yeah, I should have properly sketched it out. Oh well. It doesn't look right. Right, now I've got to figure out these stupid toes. You know, apparently I'm good at drawing feet, otherwise it... No, I don't want to go on another rant about foot fetishists enjoying my work. And it's like, I can't help it. Because that would be the 4th art stream out of 4. Yeah, rent free, honestly. Right on nuisance. Yeah, her claws should poke through a bit. Let's not skimp out here. I may just have to put this aside for later and draw the rest of her. Yeah, that Uematsu. Oh, wait, or what? That didn't even filter through to me. He composed the theme for Brawl. No wonder it's so good. Oh, I don't know. It's not like I can... Well, I could look up dragons in socks, I guess, since people have drawn them, but I can't, you know, that's not a thing that exists in real life. I don't have any thigh highs I can throw on, like when I took a photo of my hand. Good enough. Good enough. And maybe I'll see what's wrong with it later. Well, I didn't know he had an affinity for using Latin in his songs. Or indeed that there was Latin in the Brawl theme. Okay. So, how are we looking? Yeah, I think the body is pretty much done. And I missed her claws on her hand for some reason. And I've got to do top part of her tail and then the wings. Okay. Okay. Gonna leave? Okay. I'll see you, Blue. I hope that drawing idea of yours works out. Well, I guess I'll be, you know, if I have anything to say about it. There's probably a cup of tea waiting for me by now. That doesn't look right. It's becoming my catchphrase tonight. Oh yeah, I suppose, you know, you're in a similar time zone to me. You're going to go to bed now, probably. Yeah, I did it wrong on this one. Oh yes, this is Small Ant's favourite one. Ah. Okay. Yes, fly me to the moon. I don't know if you know Small Ant and his, his recurring thing about fly me to the moon. Okay, well, one time when he was playing Mario Odyssey, as he does, he briefly sang Fly Me to the Moon, for obvious reasons. And, he's not an accomplished singer, shall we say. It didn't sound horrible, but chat never let him live it down. And so basically, I've left the volume turned up, I think. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Whenever he had a chat suggests music stream, they would just repeatedly play that clip over and over again of him singing it, and he would be really embarrassed. Now I got this. Another modern classic playing. Yes, it's the real thing, not a high quality rip. I love how the meaning of the term high-quality rip has become so distorted now. Now it means the opposite of the actual truth. That doesn't look right. Love that it uses that sample as well. Oh, I didn't know it was in Bayonetta or Evangelion for that matter. Oh. Zoink. Okay. Does that curve down too much? I think it does. Okay. I guess not too dissimilar to Stand By Me in Final Fantasy 15 then. Then again, I don't know what capacity that song actually plays in that game. I hope my Docker is working, because this does seem a little loud. Okay, that looks about right. Wow, look at her. And now it's the wings. Oh boy. Oh yeah, those should be on the layer as well. In the opening scene. Oh, okay. 15 is one of the ones I've yet to play, sadly. Well, some fans might debate you on the sadly. People liked 16 a lot, didn't they? I think they did. I mean, Vinny played the whole thing, so he must have liked it. Oh no, it undid twice. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. Yeah, I heard that 15 was on a mediocre side. A meme machine? Oh well, I didn't know that about it. Self-conscious about being able to put a bit less detail into the wings because I can't draw them as realistically because they're not a real thing. But they are basically just arms, which is part of why they make no anatomical sense. Isn't too happy. I've only been going for just over 2 hours. I think I want to try doing the lines for the whole thing. Even if I don't do any colouring tonight, then that would be nice. The bot trip GIF? Bow trip? No idea. Bro trip. Oh dear, I need a new prescription. I did not see that R at all.
Thanks for listening.
You're very welcome. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Re-enable my comments, YouTube. This is Flutter Wonder by Pinkie Pie Swear. This is the original upload, which I did remove from the playlist because, well, obviously, look at it, but while you can't see what the actual video playing is looking like, it's all blurred out, which is annoying. But I've got like the SFM fan video version of it in the playlist now. But again, this playlist site hasn't been updated yet. Anyway. Stupid emoji. What do people put to the side of it? I have no idea what you're talking about, I'm sorry. I don't know if YouTube will let you post it. If you put it in the Discord. The cup noodle meme sounds more familiar, but I still don't know what that is. This is probably memes that have not been on my radar. Nope. Actually, I think part of the reason why I originally took this off was because he had an F-bomb in this new title as well. But I guess he's removed it now? Oh. Wait, what? Oh. No, he has fixed the title now. But it hasn't updated on here. That's weird. Oh, I don't know that. Oh. I'm guessing Sephiroth dancing around in a weird way is not actually is not actually in there. No, I have not seen anything like that at all. What's the cup noodle one? Ow. Yeah, I can't keep going for much longer. Maybe I will have to throw in the towel after just one wing. One wing to rule them all. Stupid. What is playing? Oh, pizza tower. Yeah. Oh, okay, just a running gag. Alright, well, I didn't know about that. I only knew... It only sounded vaguely familiar that there even was a cup noodle meme. It was probably you who told me about it. Ah, humbug. There we go. Yeah. Final Fantasy 15 Cup Noodles. That was the 12th of October 2021. Final Fantasy 15 got some very meme-worthy material thanks to the advertising deal they got. I'm honestly surprised that actually stayed in my memory for that whole time. Nope. Could just do this. Still, I think he's almost certainly the best Dragon Wings I've ever drawn. Partly because it's been so long since I've had a proper attempt at it. The commission I did recently, he had a different style of wings, which made even less anatomical sense than this. It was one of those ones that had a finger coming out of the elbow. So, I mean, I wasn't going to argue. It's what was on the reference sheet. Oh, wrong tool. That's why that's happening. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. This is a background line layer because I want to make a little depth in the seam, like have a little you know, make the wings appear more faded so that they don't disrupt the main drawing too much. Then I had the wing curling round here to the foreground. I think maybe I'll just have this bit here, excuse me, be part of the foreground layer then, and then I'll fade between them. And have like a little subtle outline around the foreground part of her, and I guess I'll fade that off there. Oh. Didn't think of that at all. I hope this drawing does well. I mean, I always hope that, but this one is special. And yeah, my Euro with socks drawings have historically been some of my best performing original character drawings, which don't normally do anywhere near as well as the fan art ones, obviously, but I don't know, I just have high hopes for this one in particular. And I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think it does look pretty good. So I look forward to seeing just how she does perform. See if she can dethrone Grenadine the Arbok, who basically cheated her way to the top of the original characters chart, because she's not an original character. She's a Pokemon OC, and the only reason she got into the originals chart was because Beepus was in the picture with her, but nobody was favoriting that picture because of Beepus being there. They were favouring it because of the hot Sneak Lady. So obviously, it's no wonder she got up that high. But I can easily see this outperforming the old Euro drawings. I mean, it should do, considering how much better I've gotten at drawing since then, and how much nicer her design is, indeed. Or maybe I just fade out the outline like here, since this is coming into the foreground anyway. Oh boy, it's this song. Suppose that works. And nobody's going to be looking over there probably anyway. will you? Thank you. Yeah, this just looks wrong with such a solid line. I'm gonna... Because that is where the skin is attached. I keep hitting my mic during these art streams because it's right in front of my face. Because it's kind of in the way. Oh well. This is hardly professional content anyway. Ironically enough, from what I was saying earlier about my art being at a vaguely professional level now. I mean, does doing commissions make you a professional? Because it's not like it's my job, because I'm not making a living off it, it's just a bit on the side. And like, does that even make you a professional anyway? Because that implies that, you know, it's not on a individual client basis like some rando on the internet. It implies that it's, you know, a client. I mean, it sounds stupid that I'm even like doing that double qualifying thing, which I forget what it's called. I feel like Vsauce talked about it once. Dear, my throat. But yeah, it makes it sound like a business thing, calling yourself a professional. Like, oh, this is my agency, and someone came to me like, oh, can you design a logo for us for our campaign? We'll pay you £1,000 for it. And it'll probably be more than that, honestly, depending on the size of the company who was hiring you. Oh yeah, I might just had a dry throat from talking too much without taking a sip of water. Stay hydrated, kids. Good to know you're still here, though. Okay, and yeah, I want to put a little detail. Oof, excuse me. What on earth? How did that get selected? What? Why did it go over there? Touch screens, we love them. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I've got to go and look for a new phone online because my old one just finally made me lose patience with it. And my mum's like, yeah, finally, because she's been telling me to get a new one for months, if not years. And it's like, it works fine, it's just slow, it's just... I complain about it because it annoys me, not because it's, you know, it fails to perform its functions, but then the other day it took me 6 minutes to just send a text, and I was, okay, I've had enough. After the number of times she told my dad to just buy me a new one. And then he said to me, are you sure about this? And I was like, no, I don't want a new one. It's not like I even use my phone, partly because it's kind of rubbish, but I don't want to be a slave to my phone, you know? When I get away from my computer on the rare occasions, then, you know, it's doing me some good, and the last thing I want is to be glued to another screen. And I don't know if I have the self-control to not have that happen. Completely forgot I had this on the playlist, by the way. Oh boy. Oh. I'll give myself a minute. I'll be. I'll get myself that cup of tea that's probably waiting for me. Rubbish phones are good for helping control that sort of thing. Exactly. The internet doesn't even work on it unless there's a Wi-Fi signal nearby. That's like, that was part of what made me not use it. But anyway.
This Kong has a coconut gun. He can fire in spurts when he needs to, and stretch his arms out to fire his coconut gun. Inflate his balloon.
Okay, I'm back. And of course I come back to this one.
Crazy Kong has a inflate a coconut gun. CG coconut gun. CG coconut gun.
Soldier boy, tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy.
Oh, that was a bad time to take a sip of tea.
From left to right.
I know, right?
Pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut gun.
The heck is this song? The most real thing I've heard anyone say.
Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut gun. Oh yeah.
Screen was about to turn off.
Pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges,
Okay, I just realised that I missed something here.
pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut gun. Oh
Oh no, I forgot I had a bit of that right at the end as well. Oh my goodness. Anyway, moving on. Maybe I'll move her pupil around a bit. Something I'd do in my own time rather than taking up stream time with it. Oh, okay, yeah. You didn't even know it was saying coconut gun. Right. Yes, I was on the wing. I really do make it more precise than I need to. The few times when, you know, I'm looking at someone else's art, and the few times when they've uploaded the full resolution so you can zoom in all the way and see, you know, the fine details as they drew them. The number of times I see like, oh wow, that's like really like messy actually, and you just couldn't tell from the zoomed out view. I really don't take that to heart. I really make it look as perfect as I can, even at full size, which no one's ever going to see. Coconut gum. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I'm not a chewing gum person, but still. Yes. What on earth is this? Okay, I don't know. I guess that's some construction line which I didn't erase properly. Oh, yes, yes. Because I drew in a vague blob where the quote-unquote hand was going to go, and I guess I didn't erase that part. Just artist things. The wings still feel a little awkward and flimsy, but... Oh my goodness, this! Let's go. But again, looking at other people's stuff for reference yesterday, figuring out how I should even draw the stupid wings, I was like, the wings actually look kind of bad on a lot of these, even when the rest of the drawing is good. But that's, you know, that's where people aren't even going to be looking, and there's only so much you can do to make dragon wings. To make dragon wings look good. Excuse me. Since nobody knows for sure what they would actually look like.
You don't deserve to wear that uniform. This is becoming a speech.
You're the captain, sir. You're entitled.
Not entitled to ramble on about something everyone knows.
This is a true classic. Yo, man of culture in chat. I mean, I say that as if I was there. I only discovered this like a year or two ago.
He just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had the chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. Incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic, moving from topic.
Okay. Moving from topic to topic, incredibly unbroken sentence. When was this read? Isn't this from like the 2000s? Let me look it up. It's 2001? Excuse me, wasn't Voyager still airing in 2001?
I'm just leaving. I'm not dressed properly. My love is a piece of longing tale for that which...
Yeah, wow, good grief. You all love this song, Resistance is Futile. I wonder what Kat thinks of this one. That speech, by the way, the only good part of that episode. Horrible episode. It's so cringeworthy and uncomfortable, but his speech is hilarious at the end. So it was worth it, I guess. It's worth watching Troy and her mother being forced to erotically rub Ferengi's ears. Which tells you all you need to know. Eh? Star Trek, innit?
I am Locutus aboard. You will respond to my questions. I am Locutus aboard. You are Borg. I am Locutus aboard. You will assist us. I am Locutus aboard. You are Borg. I am Locutus aboard. Lock phases on that vessel. I am Locutus aboard. There are 4 lights.
That's an episode I haven't actually got to yet. I stopped around season 5. I got burned out, and I never went back. I should do though. I eventually went and watched the original series, which for all the shaky parts of The Next Generation, the original series, oh my. In the Star Trek episode in Futurama where Fry says there's 80 episodes and about 30 good ones. I have to agree, honestly, having watched it myself. And that's 30, like, good ones. There's a lot more that are okay. Oh my goodness, another banger. Well, this hasn't been as stacked tonight as it was when I was drawing Frenny. Slight shame that I had to edit all that. All the bits of me going, whoa, the playlist has been so good tonight, out of the... What is going on? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Ugh. Hashtag just artist things. Really all of that. Right, so... yeah, all of this. Thankfully nothing that overlaps anything else, so I can just... there we go. What was I talking about? Oh yes. Yeah, I had to cut all that stuff out to keep the video at a reasonable length and keep it on the topic at hand. But the playlist really was very good that night. At least it was the stuff that I liked, you know. Oh, push off. That's not even right, is it? That should be attaching like there. It's like attaching halfway at the fingertip. Oh well. I'll fix it. And I guess I need something to think out loud about, so I guess I'll... Oh no, someone just said something. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it, how it really doesn't sound... But because it's not, it wasn't even meant to be... That's the story behind it. It wasn't even meant to be in the game. It was just something else that the composer had made. And I guess he left it in the game as like a sound test thing, and he didn't bother to remove it. So, you know, unused song 2. A true 16-bit classic. Right up there with the greats. I don't know if I should be doing that. Yeah, because this is more of a side-on perspective, whereas this finger was partly covered by the skin because it's coming towards the camera, so I should dial back on this a bit. But I should have realised that sooner. Yeah, Strange Memories of Death, another one, which is... I find that one stranger for, you know, Stranger Memories, but I find that one stranger for its title. It is oddly bangerific for an unused track, but the title is oddly, you know, ominous. A lot of the songs on that soundtrack are a bit odd, but that's definitely the weirdest one. How do we even know that that's what it's called? Actually, come to think of it. We don't know what Unused Song 2 was going to be called. Yeah. I'm guessing maybe there was a soundtrack release at some point. I think Earthbound... Ooh. I think with Earthbound it's different because those most like Pokey Means Business and titles like that were fan titles that stuck. But for most games I would assume that it's, you know, if they do have a title that's not just, oh, theme from this level, then they must be from like an official soundtrack release. And maybe Strange Memories of Death was on there, and it just was a case of it being on the soundtrack but not in the thing itself. More hmms. I'm self-conscious about it now. Yeah. Well, yeah, Smiles and Tears, that one's official at least then. But I don't think most of them had an official title in English. I'm pretty sure Pokey Means Business in Japanese, its official title is Cease to Exist, which is a bit ominous. Although earnedly so this time, unlike Strange Memories of Death, which is just a cool song. Doesn't make you wonder though. Maybe I'll look that up later about the Gimmick soundtrack, because they do have some. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's on this. It's on. There's an official soundtrack release for the Steam version, so. But we definitely knew the titles before that. Yeah, release date 2023. Yeah, we definitely knew it before that. Well, I guess that proves that those are the official titles. You know, Identity Believer, Cadbury, Happy Birthday. Like Cadbury in particular. But then they put Strange Memories of Death as track 1 in that one. That's interesting. Sophia? What's that got to do with Gimmick? Is there a character called Sophia? Well, anyway. I'll get back to my art in this art stream. Identity Believer. Yeah, I don't remember what that one sounds like. Ooh. Sophia is the girl who was kidnapped, okay. I guess I assumed in a game where the main character is a green blob called Mr. Gimmick that, assuming that is his name and it's not a Metroid situation, that nobody would have a real human name in that game. Okay, so it's looking like her line art is pretty much done then. Unless I I feel like I could do better with this stupid foot. It just looks stumpy. Maybe, yeah, I think maybe her toes should be squashed in a bit because she's wearing a sock. So it would be a bit more natural if it was like this, maybe? Nuts, I didn't select all of it. Now, which rip is this? I think I know which one it is. Yes, it is this one. Very, very classy. I guess it would be stretched out between the claws a bit more. Yeah, some Final Fantasy tracks have several different titles. Yeah, I can imagine it's like that for some games. Ooh. Maybe that's better. Oh, wow, look at her though. Yes. All those, wow, isn't she so cute moments I had when drawing Franny, and I mean, I already know that about Yera, but such beautiful backing music. It really captured the way I'm feeling right now. When in doubt, add more curves. Was that necessary? I don't know. I feel like there should be more squish on this one, if anything, because her whole leg's being squished right up. Yeah, this whole leg being here, like, I wouldn't have got that right at all if I hadn't had that dedicated reference image. Battle on Big Bridge, clash on Big Bridge, battle with Gilgamesh, battle on the Big Bridge, battle on top of Big Bridge. Spam egg sausage and spam, spam egg mushroom bacon and spam. Oh, battery's running low. Well, I don't suppose there's any... I mean, my wrist is actually feeling a lot better now, so I guess I will do some flat colours after all. And I've got time for it. I haven't even been going for 3 hours yet. I don't like spam! You do like spam? I've never tried it. And some recipes make it sound appetizing, but my mum said it's not worth it, trust me. So I'll just take her word for it. I mean, she's the cook of the house, so if she's not convinced, then it's not happening anyway. It's salty. What's treat meat? I haven't heard of that one. Oh, kind of an off-brand spam, I see. I don't think this one's played on stream before. Right. Oh, that's a lovely colour scheme she's got as well. Wowee, I have such good taste. Kappa. Right, and I don't even have to worry about her complicated leg markings now. How nice. Oop. I should have seen that coming. Oh, fair. Whatever. Oh yes, and a tail. Silly me, cannot forget. That's pretty much everything. Let's invert it so I can see all these scummy little bits missing. Oh. Much better. What was? The spam or the colours or what? Or the treat meat, I should say. Oh yeah, and that should be coloured as the inside of her mouth because, well, it is. Or should it? I mean... Treat meat, I see. Oh, I don't know, that's like kind of the inside of her lip. You know, such as she has one, being a dragon. Oop. I don't know. I think I'll leave it. I mean, the inside of her mouth is practically just black anyway, so once I shade it, then it won't make much difference. Because, yes, that's something that dates back years, actually. It's not a recent change at all, but I've kind of, like, never shown her opening her mouth. Like, only once or twice, and never in a finished drawing. In my head, I always had my dragons, or those dragons specifically, as having either light flesh or dark flesh. So she's kind of like melanistic, but it doesn't affect her scales, so she's not really melanistic. It's not like when an animal is just completely black inside and out. But just her skin underneath the scales and, you know, where you can see it in her mouth or around the rims of her eyes, maybe, if she were depicted photorealistically. But I'm not going to put that much detail in. Just gonna do that. One of the things she inherited from her dad. And it's weird, like, I never intended her to be Virishian Sandria's daughter, but the more I think about it, the more her design just always, like, it's like it was meant to be, the way she just does seem like a cross between them. With all the... I mean, that was probably due to when I designed them in the first place all those years ago, me not being as good at character design, so I reused a lot of the same elements. It took me a long time for you to even really differentiate her from Sandria at all. Like, I'll show it, in fact. Yes. Why is it not showing? Yeah. If I put in Green Lizard and the title of my drawing, you'd expect that drawing to show up. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. No? What? Oh. Okay, it went to deviantart.com/browniecomicwriter, even though that URL has been dead for 5 years. But, here, in 2015, when she really was just slightly smaller and darker, and that was the only difference. But now they're more appreciably different. Not that I even draw these characters enough for people to even know who they are when I talk about them. But yeah, she just seems to perfectly fulfill that role, so I guess it's no wonder I gravitated towards that idea. Finally changing the canon like that. Like legitimately 10 years after I came up with them. It's for the best though. Can you... Oh my goodness, respond to my... I'm fine. The fact that it has been so long since you've drawn her is actually quite surprising, considering she's second best girl. I like that you still tease about that. I mean, honestly, after this drawing and how good she looks in this, Fuzi is going to have to fight her to keep the top spot. Of course, again, last year I meant to draw Fuzi, and I didn't. I was so determined and I just didn't. But I have an idea. I have a good idea for it. It's a bit of a daunting one because it would require a background, but... I imagine her being in the alien forest and sort of reaching out to the viewer as if inviting them to come and play. It's a nice idea. But I would have to, design the alien forest, which is, oh boy. I feel like that one would do well as well. I have no good excuse at all for not drawing here for so long, or Fuzi for that matter, since it's been since I haven't actually given her a finished drawing since her debut 5 years ago. What is wrong with me? Maybe I do have ADHD. I wouldn't be surprised at all. In fact, I feel like I do. I only care about whatever I'm currently fascinated with. And I don't have the self-discipline to make myself... it's part of the reason why my commissions take so long, because boy, I got distracted by the bod. Yeah, because I just, I'm like, oh, I have to draw that. Not today. I do have a valid reason because of the wrist thing, but there's only so far that that excuse can take me. I forgot I had this. Yeah, it's so common to have it with autism, so I would expect that I do have it. Oh, excuse me, missus. Hello? What? How did that happen? Oh, I clicked outside on there. Yes. Yes. Another messed up version of the DK rap. Albeit less intentional this time. Can you... I think this is... Again, because I'm just ever so slightly sweaty. Ever so slightly, that's all it takes. And this touchscreen just stops working. I mean, it's pretty sad that I used to kind of have a crush on you. Yeah, like, of my 3 crushes I've ever had, they're all fictional characters and 2 of them are my own OCs. But I guess, you know, you draw what you like, so that's not too surprising. But I don't know if they were even crushes. I mean, it's not like you can describe the feeling properly. And as someone who's pretty much aerize, then like I don't know if I'm even capable of feeling that at all, because I'm not usually. So, is that what that was? Was that love? I don't know. Leave me alone. How am I supposed to know these things? Oh, you know what I've done here? This one is way smaller than the others. Let me needlessly be a perfectionist real quick. Okay. Aw. Well, I'm glad it comes off as cute rather than pathetic. The other one is Fuzi, naturally. And the one who isn't mine is Princess Luna. Which, Nif probably already knows. Not that you would know it from looking at my gallery, though. Again, I never really drew her because I never really knew what to draw her in. I drew her a few times, but I never gave her her own picture. And I kind of, I was going to draw her for the waifu tier list thumbnail because she naturally went in hot tier. I was going to draw her for the thumbnail along with Susie and Breakson and Cinder, but I kind of like just, I don't know, I don't think I will draw Luna for that, and it's a shame because it's a bit crowded as is. I don't want to put 4 characters in the thumbnail. That wouldn't read as well from small size. But it's kind of a shame because it's something I never did back in the day. You know, maybe I never will now. So maybe I should draw her anyway? I don't know. Right. Yeah, I'm going to do her markings. Why do I do this to myself? I always give them... No, that's the wrong... Yeah, that's exactly that colour. So don't do that, idiot. No, I've been going for over 3 hours now. And my body is taking it pretty well. What's this? 1 pixel not coloured in? Unacceptable. And the scoots. I kind of like making this a much brighter colour than most of her colours are. She's got quite a muted and classy palette, but I like that little accent of a bright colour. That's why she has those yellow eyes as well. Can you... And she has the slightly darker grey glove marking on that as well. This isn't a very clear view of her new thing on her face. I don't know if I'm going to make like some kind of ref sheet for her as well. I do mean to make some ref sheets for my guys, because I want to be able to participate in Art Fight. I want to, like, hopefully have my wrists be good enough to, like, do a few things at least. And then I'll get a few free drawings of my OCs. And Blue drew Fuzi for Art Fight right at the end last year, and I felt slightly guilty about that, because I couldn't do anything in return. But, like, I had to make a character page for her, so it was possible for him to do that. And then in 5 seconds, legitimately 5 seconds, someone left a comment going, wow, she's so pretty. So I'm sure people would draw my guys if I put them on there, but I've got to have good reference images first. At the very least, I've got to actually draw them in something. Oh, that's interesting, actually. The inverted whisker and the crest colour are actually quite similar. Why am I like this? Anyway. Ooh. Oh yes. That's what it is. The Munchables is a childhood game of mine. I considered playing some childhood games. Like, let's playing them, to see how they hold up. And, you know, bathe in the nostalgia. But I don't know about that. Again, I've got other things to do, and it takes me so long to make a stupid video, because I'm such a perfectionist, that I don't know if I would have time to get around to everything. I've got enough ideas I want to do as it is. And enough things in the pipeline already, for that matter. When I finish White 2, got to start posting Moon, got to finish Hylics, got to finish Pokemon Violet. I mean, really? Seriously? At least Hylics and Violet would only be one edited video each, but I still got to stream them, still got to play them. You know, the Let's Play doesn't materialise out of thin air. Ooh. Oh. This pixel missing, I don't care enough. Okay, I care about this one though. There you go. Someone who's ARA, so I do feel like a bit of a hopeless romantic sometimes. I don't know. I still find romantic stuff nice and wholesome. It's just something I would never want for myself, which is weird to think about, really. Oh yeah, I'm getting back to the... I do wonder if the Munchables would hold up, because I remember it being fun, but I also remember it being very easy, even when I was, well, a teenager. I mean, I only got the Wii when I was 12. But yeah, I never played video games as a very small child, so it's not like I was that experienced, but even then, I only... Did I even die? I think I died once in my first playthrough, which says a lot. It was in one of the levels in the final world where the lava is rising, so that I actually did die on. But the rest of the game, like normally when you get hit, it's just, oh no, you got hurt, you'd better shake the Wii remote really fast to get yourself back to normal. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I got distracted again. I really do have ADHD, don't I? Yeah, so I wonder how well it holds up. If it was that easy even back then. But it had charm, you know? And it had great music, actually. I love what Dirk said in the other stream. That... Oh no, what did he say? I can't decide if your playlist is cursed or not. I took that as a great compliment. Ooh.
You've got the motivation to know time without the complicated.
Okay.
We're all fine. The choice is not as simple as just choose whichever seems the most fun.
Wrist is feeling it though, definitely. I think I'll leave her markings for another time. We'll do the rest of the flats. You know, pencil in a sock colour. Oh yeah, I've got to draw the stripes. I mean, they've obviously got to be striped. That's the law. But I've actually got to draw in the stripes. Oops. Ah, what happened here? Push off. I love having a mixture of, you know, like good songs and then also conversation starters. That's essentially what the cursed ones are. You know, I've got to have something to talk about in between topics in chat and in between art things that come into my head. And for some of my Pokemon playthrough ideas would require like grindy bits. Like for my 6th favorite Pokemon challenge, there's going to be a couple of bits where I have to like spend probably hours looking for a Pokemon with a rare item. I forget what it was though. I think it was leftovers. Maybe? Well, that would definitely be worth it, but... Oh no, wide lens, I think. Which isn't even that important, but... Yeah, I would need to have the music on for that, and I'd need to have conversation topics to keep me talking, and some of the cursed songs would definitely work for that. In case in point, how many times during this stream alone have I started just randomly talking about the music that's playing?
There's a word such as cat.
Even though nobody's listening. Oh, whoops. As someone who is extremely socially awkward, I can definitely see the need for good conversation starters. Yeah. And that's the thing with being a YouTuber, you've got to be saying something pretty much constantly, otherwise why is anyone even going to watch you at all? I mean, it helps if you have anything interesting or funny to say, which I usually don't, but... Oh my goodness. Forgot about this one. You've got to have something, though, and... what... like, this is just perfect material, honestly. Nuts. Yeah, there's a gap up there. Excuse me. I feel like most people would struggle to keep talking if they tried doing YouTube. You know, if I... on the rare occasions when I click on the videos with 5 views, like the obligatory video with 5 views that always shows up in my sidebar, on the rare occasions when I click that, you know, it's not like they're good at Let's Playing. Like that guy who did like a 3-hour video playing Pokemon Moon with no commentary, and it was like him pointing a camera at his 3DS, but not just pointing a camera at his 3DS, but pointing a camera at his gloved hands for some reason, holding the 3DS, and also a sheet in the background which he was apparently recording under, and like fairy lights which he was using to light the scene, and most of the audio was just him shuffling around adjusting those lights. You know, no commentary at all. So like, I guess you have to like the sound of your own voice somewhat if you're gonna... Oh my goodness, of course they did. They put a little Flintstone in there. But you gotta... you've either got to be good at starting conversations, or you got to be smart about it and, you know, give yourself something that will start conversations. Like with Pokemon, I can just talk about what my current strategy is or what I need to get currently. If you begin streaming, the draw will probably be me cursing at the screen during Mega Man X7, then my audience will lose interest in any of the streams. Yeah. I definitely would not trust myself to be entertaining at all if I was, you know, if I wasn't doing certain things. Like Pokemon, I can get by because, like, I know the games so well, I know the mechanics so well that I don't need to focus on the game as much. So I can put a little more... I can allocate a little more brain power into saying stuff, and I have more stuff to say because I know the game so well. But yeah, when I played Sonic Mania back in the day, it wasn't a very good playthrough at all. I mean, I guess it was okay for how new I was to it, but yeah, after that I was like, I don't think I'm going to be Let's Playing platformers anymore. It required too much focus. And I had a tendency to whine when something like came right out of the blue at me. Like, how was I meant to react to that? When most of the time, if I had been paying more attention, I could have avoided hitting it. I think now I could handle more things, which is why I'm planning to play more things like Sly Cooper. I feel like I could have commentary for that. And it's one of those things where I do one heavily edited video for the highlights instead of a whole series on it. So, like that... Oh my goodness, this. That would... I think that would work, because like for one edited video, you don't... You know, you can kind of cheat, you can kind of distill. You don't need to be entertaining the whole time. You can just distill the entertaining bits that there are down into one package. I think that's what my highlights video is going to be like. I'm going to try and get that below 45 minutes. Oop. Pokemon Violet one though, that's probably going to be several hours. I'm going to try and get it under 4 hours at least, but also, again with that one, I'm going to try and edit out much more than I would with other Pokemon playthroughs. Because normally I like to keep in all the thought process, again, my strategy, what I'm currently working on. But, there's no way I can fit a full playthrough into one video at that rate. Is this colour even good? I don't know. It's on a separate layer, so I can always adjust it later if need be. What am I doing? I need to remove this part. Okay. Delete that and bibbity bobbity. I suppose this should be on a separate layer actually. On like another layer underneath like the Lineart is, so I can put like a mild fog effect or something like that. Oh, this is another one. Nah, I can't be bothered to let it play. Ooh, Broken Red Blues is up next. Wow, look at her. We still get those moments. I don't know what colour I am going to make the socks, honestly. Because I've drawn her in blue ones so many times because that colour just works for her. I don't know. I mean, she is a bit overwhelmingly blue-grey, I suppose. Which is why her horns were originally... They were Oh, didn't I delete that layer? Or did I? No, I didn't. This is her 2019 palette from one of the many times I redesigned her without actually giving her a drawing again. Yeah, the horns, very similar colour to her markings. But now I've made them like a light brown colour. I mean, she's already got her yellow eyes for an accent colour. But it's nice to have a little, like something else as well. So she's got the bright blue, bluey, purpley scoots. Like, what colour even is that? It's not periwinkle, it's too saturated for that. And then cream whiskers, brown horns, you know. I don't know if any of this is even interesting to listen to. I mean, yeah, I know the people love hearing the creative process, but I'm just yakking on about every little thing that enters my head. I'm going to need to fix the yellow. It's not quite the right colour. I mean, even that yellow colour from... This is the same yellow colour from 2019. That was just penciled in because, again, I never did a proper drawing of her with that design. I'm going to do the markings now. Why not? It's the next thing to do, and I feel like I can still keep going. Nearly 3.5 hours. I think I may be keeping up the streak of every art stream getting longer and longer than the last one. Yeah, that's another layer as well, I guess. Nope. There you go. Right. I suppose I'll do this. Oh. Okay, that did work. I was worried it wasn't going to, and it was going to fill the whole screen in grey, but no, that did work. Wow. I should probably explain what that oh wow was. Just, you know, more oh wow, she really is cute. Honestly, I'm hopeless. Wow. I don't think we've heard this one on stream. Oh, sorry. My goodness. Yeah, she's like all of my favourite character design tropes, as I said way earlier. Because it's on a separate layer, I can just move the spots around and it doesn't leave a gap in the colour. How nice. Oh, that was smart of me, wasn't it? Good job, me. Wow. I mean, I guess you can tell I like those freckly spot markings because so many of my characters have them, and I am like, oh no, I'm recycling elements again. I'm so unoriginal. But again, to take it back to Power World, not everything needs to be original all the time. You know, if it looks cute, then it looks cute, you know. I would just like to be a little bit more versatile. Though it is always annoying to draw the spots to make them actually look like they have random distribution. It's like that old funny old human brain loves to find patterns in things. I think I'm making... I've had plenty of practice at drawing them over the years. I think I'm making them look suitably random right now. Scratch that. That one looked like it was following a line there. See what I mean? It's so annoying. Oh my goodness me. Goodness me, Yera. Small wonder she was my favourite for all those years. I think she might be my favourite again after this. Oh boy. Yeah, Fusi's gonna have to fight her. Not that she would, they would be best mates, but... No, that's following a line as well. Dear. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's better. Yes, and the... Whoop. Excuse me. The forearm. That's not going to work if I fill it in. I'm going to have to outline it first. Please. I did fret it, yeah. I was looking through old messages, looking at the last time I redesigned it, or Gordon Bennett, one of the last times anyway, and seeing how I was stressing about oh, is her color scheme too boring? Should I put a bit more color in there? Like I briefly made her these markings, these spot markings, like an indigo color, similar to her wing webbing color, but a bit more saturated. But it just didn't suit her, you know. Like part of her charm was the mostly grey color scheme. I mean, the spots were pushing it as it was. For you know, I've always been a believer in elegance and simplicity. I mean, you know, I have been ever since I figured out like what kind of designer I wanted to be. Pokemon definitely helped me a lot with that. And there's a bit in my Moon playthrough, which I recorded in early 2019, about how Pokemon had helped me to suss out how to do character designs, and how I'd come up with some stuff that I was really proud of recently. But that was early 2019. I said that before I even had my heyday that summer, where I made Fuzi and Sammy and Harper, and others soon to follow. So it's like, hoo, watching that again. Hoo, boy, you had no idea. Maybe I'm wondering if I should stagger it a bit more. I think that looks good. Yeah. Oh, it's nearly 11 o'clock, actually. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh boy, guys, I wonder, what classic British band from the 60s could this be a rip-off? Isn't this one of Tim Follin's many unfortunate unreleased games? I don't know anything about it. I think that's the only fact I know about it, aside from it obviously being him that composed for it. Obviously, you can tell even in the high quality ripped by those drums. What a legend. It's just a shame the games he composed for were not nearly as consistently good. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah! Oh, I forgot it had that as well. It was a Beatles nerd moment. boy. Past 3.5 hours, that's probably... Well, in the VOD, because I took a BRB, that's going to be a bit less than 3.5 hours, but... It's rapidly coming up to being my longest art stream yet, as is tradition. Being able to draw for this long is kind of a miracle for me. It's weird, like... I swear when I do an art stream, then my wrist is fine for a lot longer. Which doesn't even make any sense. You know, you'd think I'd be less relaxed, so I would tense up more, so it would hurt more, but apparently not. I guess part of it might be because my mind's off it because I'm also talking. That could be it. So I can still feel it right now. I should stop around now, actually. If I wasn't streaming, I would have taken a break earlier when I was feeling it, when I was about to do the second wing, or the first wing for that matter. But I'm kind of okay now. Even my throat's kind of okay, considering how much I've been yakking my head off tonight. Why have I started saying yakking recently? I never used to, ever, but then I did all of a sudden. And that was in 2022. Oddly specific thing to remember, I know, but... No, I just decided I liked that word all of a sudden, apparently. Some more riveting topics of conversation. Squeaky glass noises. Those wet fingers. They're not even wet though. I don't know. Whoops. Okay, good. Actually, I think I need to redraw this bit now. It doesn't look right. Yeah. Oh boy. I won't even say it this time. You already know what it's the rip-off. I wonder how many Beatles fans there are in the Sivagunner team, because there sure are a lot of Beatles rips. I wonder how many of them are the same person making them, you know. Oh yeah, my wrist is really feeling it now. I've got to put spots on her wings as well. Oh yes, and on her back and tail. She does have butt freckles as well, but they're not visible from this angle. Maybe in future. Maybe, I've been thinking about redrawing the second Euro with socks drawing. You know, the one where she didn't even have socks. This one. Boy, that looks ropey now. That is perfect redraw material, because I was so proud of that at the time. That was my best drawing ever at the time. That'll be perfect redraw material, particularly with her new design and everything. So I'm gonna... So from that angle, yes, you would definitely be able to see the butt freckles. And let's not sugarcoat it. Okay, so apart from the spots on her wings and... Oh. Another shop rip, but the other way around this time. Instead of the Wii Shop channel being ripped to be something else, it's something else being ripped to be the Wii Shop channel. Wow. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'd draw more for a few minutes, like based on the strength of what song this is. Yeah, I want to listen to this. So, yeah, I'll leave the spots on her wings for another time, but right now I will fill in at least some basic flat colour for the socks. Since it's a glaring hole, and like this, that's kind of the whole point of the drawing, aside from it just being her, so I think it's fitting that I would give everyone what they all came here for. Whoops. Yeah, wrong settings. Oh my goodness me, it didn't even take. There we go. If it had filled the whole screen again. Ugh. Hashtag just artist things. And I'm gonna have to like clean up all this audio of me talking. Yeah, the longer I draw for, the longer the VOD is going to be, the longer I'm going to have to spend cleaning it all up, being a perfectionist again. Stupid. Maybe if it's on a secondary channel, then I'll feel less pressure to do that. Yeah, maybe. This is a basic blue color. Maybe I am just gonna do blue again. Maybe I'll do like... maybe I'll do like the dark stripes being in more navy blue, but that would kind of... I know it would match her crest, so maybe. Maybe I will do that actually. Oh my goodness, this one. Haha. This is a great mashup, but then they used the Kids Bop version. I mean, really? But that's, you know, that's our Gunner. I have to put a little joke in there as well. Yeah. I take it you know this song then. Then, being Kids Bop, they changed some of the words. So they changed hot damn, pardon my French, to hot yeah, even though that's not a phrase that people say. But then some of the other lyrics seem pretty suggestive, so I feel like 10-year-olds shouldn't be singing that anyway. But I beg your pardon, what do you think you're doing? How dare you? How very dare you? Anyway. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think that's all we're getting from me tonight. Look at her though. Okay. I need to turn off the stream before I zone out for 5 hours because it's so beautiful. Again. No, legitimately the other day I was zoomed in like this and just I realized that I've been staring at her beautiful face for like 10-15 minutes. Oh dear. Oh yeah, like this bit. Girls hit your hallelujah. I feel like that's meant to be code for something. So anyway. Do we need to wait for the song? Okay, the song's almost over anyway. So that's a good night from me, and was fun? Well, I'm glad. It was fun for me too. Yeah, the line art is the most mindless part. I mean, it's I suppose the part where I can have the most idle conversation as well about any any topic that enters my head, really. It's like that anyway, but yeah. It's the perfect one for a chill out kind of stream. Anyway, well, I'll see you all around then. And hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be able to finish this lady off. That sounded weird. Good night, everybody.